Welcome back. You're listening to the Flow Friday Sports Show on Flow FM. It's time for our Speedway Watch with Bruce Phillips. Broom, broom, Bruce. How are we?
Oh, broom, broom. That's it. Get into it there, Ellis. And it was a big broom, broom last weekend. It was a big weekend at Speedway right across the country. And look, let's get it happening right away and go to last week's results. And up at the High Tech Oil Speedway, Toowoomba, the big weekend up there, and they had the USC Queensland round 2, and it was a big meeting with a good field. And taking the win was that man in the NQ7. Would you believe it, Ellis? His 5th A-main victory, Lockie McHugh, and he is really firing on all cylinders. 410 cubic inch, 900 horsepower, if you don't mind. And he has got that car rocketing this season. 5 wins, and certainly really that's good form to be taking into the month of money, which is January, where we have the big classic meeting and, of course, the Australian title down there at Warrnambool Premier Speedway. Look, he didn't have it all his own way. Luke Oldfield in the Q17 gave him plenty of pressure, and Michael Stewart, good to see him up there out of New South Wales in the NS14 in 3rd place. Other places around last weekend, Avalon Raceway had a big meeting over there at Lara, Victoria, and that was a continuation, the round 3 of the SRA series, and it was a good meeting down there, good crowd, they tell me, and it was Tate Frost in the Tasmanian 62 that got the win, and it was a great win for Tate Frost. I think one of his best wins, because he got ahead of a pretty good field in the likes of Jamie Veal and Jock Goodyear. But it was Jordan Charge. This is another good result for young Jordan in the V60 in 2nd place. And Jordan Charge really is, I reckon, at the moment, one of the real emerging talents coming around. Young gun in the V60. Jamie Veal in 3rd in the V35. And Jock Goodyear, of course, the current Australian champion, in 4th place. Grant Anderson, just ever reliable for getting in the top 5, got 5th spot in the V37, and he loves that Avalon Raceway. Around the other grounds or tracks last weekend, it was the Whyalla Speedway, and they had the Southern Shootout Series. A little bit disappointing, the nominations for this one, round 1 of the series, and there was only 8 sprint cars nominated, but only 7 arrived, with Ryan Jones withdrawing and made a small field. There was only 1 heat, and then they went into the A-main, and it was Luke Dillon. Good win. It's been a while since Lukey Dillon in the S81 has had a A-main victory, so great win there for Lukey Dillon. From the favourite, I think you'd have to say Matt Eagle in the S52 in 2nd place, Chad Eli in the S98 in 3rd, the contract Parrot car. Good effort there from Chatty. Lisa Walker, the lady racer driver, in the S4 in 4th place. And out of Loxton, Ketty Fallon doing the miles in the S78, getting in the top 5. So Corey Sando and Lachlan McDonough making up the field. So good little race meeting up there. Latrobe was the last venue last weekend, and it was Ethan Wiley, Jamie Bricknell and Chad Gardner who got the chocolates in that one to get on the podium. So good win there to Ethan Wiley in the T15 from the fancied Jamie Bricknell for last weekend. So the big round of some big events around Australia last weekend, mate.
Sounds that way, Bruce, and thank you for bringing us those updates. Let's go to this weekend's action. We'll start in Western Victoria for the Premier Speedway event. Tell us what we've got lined up, Bruce.
Oh, it should be a big meeting down there. It is the SRA continuation, round 4. 34 nominations on this one. And look, some good drivers in this. Lockie McHugh coming down from Queensland. Can he get his 6th victory? That's what everyone's asking. Can he get it done interstate down at Victoria? That's what remains to be seen. But he's going to be up against some stiff opposition. Bobby Daly's starting to, he's leading the SRA points. Brett Milburn's always around the mark. And you throw in Marcus Dumpsey. So very good field in this one. So we'll see what McHugh can come up with alongside of Brock Hallett in the Q5. So that'll be a big race meeting down there. Perth Motorplex continues on there. They've got the Scarfield Smash Sprint Car King of Wings. 27 nominations. That is good nominations for Perth. And look, there's some great drivers in amongst this, and the likes of Dane Kingshot probably going as favourite. You've got Jason Kenry. You've got Callum Williamson. And you throw in Brenton Farrar driving the V27. How keen is he? Taking his own car over there to Western Australia and running over there. Maybe he's on a holiday, I'm not sure, but good field. Mitchell Warmel, much improved in recent racing, and he'll be up in amongst it. There's no doubt about that. Moving to Lismore Speedway over there in New South Wales, and another good field nominated, 31. And look, this will be a good show with the likes of Alex Addard, the Addard boys in there, and should be a good race meeting there at Lismore. Dylan Menz amongst those, Libby Ellis. So it should be a good race meeting there at Lismore. And finally, next this weekend in the sprint cars, it is the Cranes Combined Carrick Speedway in Tasmania. Big show there, just the 12 cars nominated, and the likes of Natalia Bissett. You've got Adam Garwood's going pretty well, Adam Alexander, Nick Peno, and of course the favourite Jamie Bricknell in good form. But watch out for Chad Gardner. He has been driving well. So that's a bit of a look around what's happening this weekend. Sadly, the Murray Bridge meeting has got cancelled. They didn't get enough nominations for the UFC round 2. In fact, only 4 nominations. And it is making big talk around the South Australian sprint car scenes and interstate. Probably hasn't helped with the Premier Speedway colliding with that. But yeah, just a little bit up in the air at the moment, the sprint car racing in South Australia. So let's hope it can pick up and improve in the next few weeks to come, leading up to that big Speed Week Boxing Day double header there on the 26th and the 27th, mate.
There we have it. Well, before we do let you go, just a reminder that those listening should go to Local Sprint Car Photography and Media, the Facebook page, for the very latest action on all things Speedway. 2 doses of Bruce Phillips on the sports show on this Friday evening. Bruce Phillips, thank you so much for your contributions. Enjoy all the action. We'll speak to you next week.
Certainly will. We'll catch up with you next week.